Here on the main menu... Oh, now it says actual challenge mode. Then what's the gallery? It says beat challenge mode to unlock the gallery. So now we have actual challenge mode. And I'd be able to do this in a timely manner, the challenge mode. Yes! That is what I like to hear. So, I believe I have to go into graphics, advanced, load custom textures. We have now officially loaded custom textures and challenge mode. One giant level, the true arena. Boss rush. Acquire the keys to access the next floors. Can you defeat them without Bikmin dying? Embark on a scary expedition, defeat all bosses in a new area. Use the frog Bikmin, to prosper. Alright. Down we go. Oh, we get to use these little dudes from the Biklopedia. I wasn't planning on it. Hey, Scoob! Where the hell are we? Oh, this is where Gamar sent them. Okay. Last thing I remember, I was seeing Gamar shoot his portal gun at us. It must have teleported us into some kind of parallel dimension. We're gonna have to escape. Looks like there's a group of frog Bikmin here. Let's do our best to keep them all alive. Let us get out of here and make your way to the bottom of this place. And remember, if you use save states, you can go to hell before you die. Okay, no time limit, right? Oh, well, 69 timer on this floor. Moai. And I have 69 frog dudes. Key. Hey, look! I guess there's keys in this place as well. We'll likely need to collect all of them to escape. I've got a bad feeling about this place. Scoob, Gaily, good luck! If you lose all these Bikmin, we'll be stuck here forever. Also, pick up anything valuable you see. We're technically broke now after having to refund all of the NFTs we collected. It's money time, baby! Go, go, go! Use the frogs to beat up the frogs. Froggy! Red pipes? I didn't mean to skip that. I was just pressing the B button. It probably just says go to the next floor. Actual Scoob. I carry fast. Alright. The true arena. Oh, cool. No, really. BG's mansion. Oh god, red ones? Stop that. Longhong. Longhong. I don't like how close you are to the center. That's why. Oh god, it's fucking Dark Link! Alright, don't do that. Hold on, come back. Also, I have 8 spicy, 8 meatball. 3 down, but that's fine. That. Get this in the key. That doesn't give me anything important. There are NFTs that weigh up to 50. Good. That's the plan. Alright. Ooh, Arby's! He's sickly from eating the patty on the floor. Annoying orange. I'm not gonna grab him right now. Okay. I have a feeling you're gonna be shaggy longlegs. Grab like a couple of you. Yeah. Stand here and wait. So just stand here and wait. And one more cycle. Good. Get that. Come on, damn it. Still want to grab everything. Okay. Level 4. This is not what I want to see. Don't short. I kinda hate this, not gonna lie. Captain Toad. Okay. I didn't think they would go like that. Please look at me. Funny Waddle Dee. Please look at Scoob. And go, like, over here. Okay. Please don't. You guys are gonna die. Yup. I fucking hate all of this. Perfect. I can play the video game now. I love playing the video game. What's happening? Oh, you are over here, apparently. Raging Place is the worst boss in the game. I mean, I feel like it's fairly simple. I disagree with that. I've only got one. That's fine. Okay. I like how fast they grab things. Okay. What's next? Probably affiliated snaggers. Did a guy just die somehow? I apparently just lost somebody and I have no idea how. The Ridgebug moment. Okay, it's both of them. Emerald blocks. Explosive emerald blocks. Okay. Oh, he looks like Ganon. That's good. Okay. You were gone. Where's the other one? Over here. If you do enough damage to Burrowing Snagger, it doesn't do anything to you. Very good. So I should probably read this text just in case. Look. Okay, yes. Same thing. Look at it go! Oh, there's another one? Another one? Another one? That's not nice. I was hoping I was done. Hello? He's so hungry. Stop it. the real Squid Sisters. Grab that too. Making sure we're going to the save state. BLJ and Luigi's. Was that Bitcoin on a Bitcoin? It sure was. But silver. Glaceon. I feel like I know this is gonna be another Fall from the Sky boss, but it's gonna be Raging Longlegs. Actually, this is a proper reskin because Luigi in Super Smash Bros. Melee uses Mario's voice clips for some reason. For it. Vaporeon, I don't like you standing right in the center of that. Okay. Uh, 20 feels like a lot. 15 feels better. Dark Scuttlebug. Alright, we're good here. Sick. I think it's a picture of Markiplier, but I couldn't really tell. Is it still Nathaniel Bandy? Because they did not look like Bandy that time. It's still Bandy, it's just a different picture. Oh, Bananiel Nandy. His alter ego. I don't know the Nathaniel Bandy lore, I don't watch him. How the fuck do you want me to fight those? Are you resistant to poison? Let's see if you're resistant to poison. They aren't. I'm gonna have to get them all together to use a bomb. But I need these out of the way first. Oh, I didn't even see the Great Mighty Pooh in the center. Ah. I need you to come back. back here. Mr. Beast. Good. Well, I know what to do here. Rude. I tried using bombs on this boss when I first fought it in the cave where it originated. They did not get consumed. So I don't know what I was doing wrong. I'd rather just do this. I'd still rather just do this. That I disagree with, though. I highly disagree that you're doing that. Okay. Shorp. Yes, we're doing this again. Oh, it's a Rosalina one this time. That's wonderful. I hate this because I have to do this without my defense upgrade. Can you just squish them for me? God, that is a lot of damage. I mean, did I get that? Apparently I do have it. Okay. Now we deal with all of you. I am perfectly fine doing it the way that I know works. Grab it. Okay. Down again. Where am I? 9. Oh, fun, you. They're whites now? Thick whites. Segmented Crobster? Indeed. Or the... Oh, it's the Bacho now! It's the Bacho Man! Oh, okay, you could do that too. Spin. Come here. Where are you going? Where are you going? Hello? Good. I disagree with you. I disagree with you. I disagree with you. Thank you. Yeah, this is the thing that costs 50 each. Gonna be fun carrying all of these back. Get me out of here! What's on 10? The manat legs. How the hell are you supposed to do this? Or rather, all the manat legs. All this delightfulness here. I mean, okay. I just don't want to leave them here. At least not while these things are up. Okay, well, I guess we're here now. Oh, it looks like Gamer. Wow, can you not be here right now? That'd be sick. Okay, I'm gonna need you to not be here. I'm gonna need you to not be here. Please? Please? Do I have to punch the thing to death, or is it not gonna jump away? Thank you. Because I'll just keep moving, you can't get to me. Okay, guess they're going over there. This is why I wanted to defeat them, but they got shook. Can you not be out of bounds? That'd be fantabuloso. Okay, bye! Okay. Where are you going? I love pressing the B button, but then the whistle doesn't work. That's just me being cocky. I'm trying to go for it. I know it's possible. I shouldn't. Yeah, grab that. That's what I want you to do. Where the fuck? That thing just got fucking murdered! It got shot with a bullet and died! Stop walking the most ridiculous places, please. There we go. Thanks. Alright, well there's only one more floor, and if it's a Titan Dweevil at the end of everything, we're not beating this. Just a FYI. So maybe this is the final challenge, and I just grab everything and we're fine. If this is a Titan, I don't have the time or patience. I don't have the time or patience to do this. Oh, with 4 Waluigi Wogs as well. No, I do not have the time or patience for this. Oh, and Pikmin Chrysanthemum, guys. What's lame is that you're putting this in here with Chrysanthemum guys and Waluigi Wogs. Because now I have to worry about killing all of these first for the next, like, 2 minutes. And then worry about my 37 guys not dying to this thing after I already used... I used my three spicy sprays during... whatever the hell I was doing. I can't even remember what boss it was, because I wasn't not expecting one of these to even be here. I would have saved it if I knew that. Please do not be on that. I don't think I ever beat the challenge mode in 251 as well, because at the end of the very last thing in that was another Titan label that I just did not have the patience to fight. And even when I did have the patience to fight, I couldn't beat it within the amount of time that I had. Well, these guys do a lot of damage. These guys are confirmed not immune. Confirmed the frogs are not immune to water either. Okay, good enough. The only thing that makes this remotely playable is the fact that this Pikmin type does max damage. Otherwise, I would see no hope. Grab all of this. I was gonna say, did Bobo not even drop from it? I'll grab the key last, then. Grab that. You're lucky I like this game. I hope Nintendo officially never brings this boss back in any official capacity. Scoob! Gaily, you've done it! I think that pipe will warp us to our own dimension. Grab anything left on this floor and we can sell it all when we get home. It's not like these NFTs are from our dimension, so we can keep a few in secret. Don't let Bobo know. With everything in the entire cave collected, it is 35,976 Pokos. I have to break it open? First time we've had to do that. Return home. Part of the actual Pikmin 2 music is playing in the background right now. Let me out! I don't think I had 250 Bikmin left. Good enough for me! Save. Before we take a look at the last thing, I've had to piss for the last, like, 15 minutes fighting that boss. Okay. Last but not least... Bikmin... Gallery. How does this work? So it's like, it's on two-player battle. So I'll just do that. I don't know. What? Win condition, Marlboro, Marble, Cherry. That shit good. The spray behind the slaughter. Hawa? What the fuck is this thing? What the fuck is this string? Bitch bug. More marble. The rock is cooking. Flower. -2 bad joke. -2 bad joke. Ghost Pikmin for Pikmin 4? I haven't listened to this far. Oh, okay. You can't actually... You can't actually enter these. Oh, I can press the B button now. That's interesting. Bikminion. This is an interesting way to do this. Among Us. Eggman. Shroomin. I don't like that concept art in the top left-hand corner. Moimin. Is that Reggie, Purple Pikmin, Moai, Bikmin, Sonic the Hedgehog, Bud? Your boyfriend drew that one? That doesn't excuse the fact that I don't like it. Misc Concepts. Tyler Bikmin, Clear Bikmin, Oil Bikmin, Wogman, Orange Bic. Bulbo by Froginator. Pikmalgam. Concept Pick Monster, originally a combo of all Pikmin types. Reformed Highlands. Galaxy Plains, kind of. There used to be a... This just kind of looks more like... There's a little bit of Bob on Battlefield in there. There's a giant Carl head. Botcha Origins. Botcha was actually an unused character in the original Bikmin. This is how he looked in the original mod. Without the wings and stuff. Oh, is that it? Thought there'd be a little bit more. But it's still nice to see everything here. I believe that is officially everything in the mod. I just want to be 100% confirm on that. Watch the credits again, and thank every name. I'll just let the credits play again. Also, we can see everything here. Days spent, refugees lost in the war, Bikmin that got killed, Bikmin left at Target. I left 4 Bikmin at Target. I'll go back there when I go back to work. I'll look for them. We don't sell any copies of Pikmin 3 Deluxe anymore, so I don't know where I'd find them. Bikmin that burned, Bikmin that drowned, Bikmin that got electrocuted, Bikmin that got, BTFO'd, Bikmin that suffocated, Bikmin born, Boner Bikmin born, Bikminions born, Egg Bikmin born, Shroom Bikmin born, Moai Bikmin born. Total gay time. All of that. Pretty much double the time to beat the rest of the game. Bonuses. This is the end cutscene from the story, probably. So just click the credits button. Well, Bikmin 269 has been a very amusing time, and I actually think this is probably my favorite Pikmin hack that I've played now. And I'm not just saying that because I had a small contribution to the mod. But it's that I felt like every single cave aside from Atrocity Facility was incredibly balanced. And then I guess aside from the few floors that had all of the big chrysanthemum purple Pikmins that one-shot you, I didn't really think that was 100% cool. But, like, I liked every single bit of this. I enjoyed playing it. It was nice to play Pikmin 2 again. One of my year or two playthroughs of this game. There's probably going to be even more Pikmin ROM hacks coming out this year for Pikmin 2 that I will play. I know Puffman Quest was mentioned. Pikmin Squared is coming out eventually. And I will be playing all of that. I don't know what else is in the pipeline. I feel like there's a lot of stuff that's on the back burner that people are just not working on or have canceled. And I'm not putting any pressure on any of the New Fortune devs. I just can't wait to see that complete because I know it's going to be incredible. So take all the time you need to make it as much or as good as it possibly can be. But I like this a lot. I know Pikmin 251 is where I want to say Pikmin 251 is where I got my start on YouTube and content creation, even though I did everything else. Obviously Pikmin 4. Obviously that was like July 21st, if I'm remembering correctly. Instant day one playthrough. Normally I don't like to rush through games. However, I might play that as much as humanly possible when it comes out. I don't know what I'll do about YouTube uploads when that happens. But I want to play that so incredibly badly. So, we might play that a lot. I don't really know what else there is to say. I'll call you real quick. Is there anything you would like to say?
Hello, hello.
Howdy.
Am I heard?
I believe you're being heard across the world. This is Umiblo.
Yeah, being heard across the world. The voice heard from across the world. The lead developer of Bikmin. I was actually wondering if you had any questions.
I don't think so. I don't know what questions I should be asking.
Well, I mean, I was just wondering, like, if you had any questions about, like, the development process, like, how long it took, stuff like that, like, just general questions that somebody might want to know if they were curious about the mod.
You could just say things out loud.
I could. Okay, well, this mod, it started as a 5-year anniversary project for the original Bikmin, which I feel like a lot of people, obviously, for good reason, don't immediately understand, because most people don't remember that mod came out 5 years ago. Mostly because it wasn't really complete, and the only thing that was complete about it was the video Grapefruit made on it. Everything else was just kind of half done. But then again, Bikmin, like the original one, was one of the first Pikmin mods created, and everybody will point towards, like, Lands of Torture, and that is one of them. But for what it's worth, Bikmin was, like, the first mod to do stuff like custom enemy swap, like model swaps and stuff. Like having custom models. Actually, the reason custom models were even in the original Bikmin is because I accidentally figured out how to do them.
Accidentally.
Yeah, accidentally. To explain that, whenever... So, in the original Bikmin mod that Grapefruit played, the ship, like the little icon, was a dog. So, I was like, what if we change the ship pod to be a dog? And I kept getting told by people it wasn't impossible. And then I was like, well, what if you just did it this way instead? And everybody's like, oh, it's not gonna work. I've tried before, and I did it, and it worked.
Huge.
Yeah, I used the Ocarina of Time dog ship pod dog model. I almost called it the ship pod model from Ocarina of Time.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah, it's a ship pod. Yeah, I'm actually kind of impressed that Bikmin was the first mod to successfully predict a wacky dog companion in a Pikmin game before Pikmin 4 came out.
True.
Yeah, so, in Bikmin 4, we're just gonna make it Goddard. We're just gonna make it the ship pod Goddard. Why wouldn't we?
Yeah.
Also, that is not confirmation of Bikmin 4. I'm not gonna Miyamoto that and, like, pretend like it's confirmation. But yeah.
I mean, Scoob and Gaily got back home. Story's wrapped up for the most part.
Yeah.
Don't know where the portal gun went.
The actual epilogue, like something more to wrap this up, more finality to it, because we couldn't actually add another cutscene to the game to play, or else I probably would have made one. Basically, Gaily and Scoob go home. Gaily sells all the NFTs that you collect in the challenge mode, and she gets stupidly rich. Her and Shrek split the money 50-50, and Gaily buys her own private island on one of the planets that orbits Planet Gayfruit, which is called Inkland. And she will never be seen in a Bikmin game again, because I thought it would be funny if she just abandoned Scoob, and Scoob became like an only child that you only ever see him by himself.
Great.
But one additional thing is that this mod took like 7 months to develop, which is honestly very short.
Yeah, I was reached out when I was finishing Bikmin 2e that this was already in development and would be coming out soon. I think he wanted to have this out by like last September, and that just didn't happen.
Yeah, I wanted to have it out by the original Bikmin's release date for the 5-year anniversary, but then like some dumb stuff happened in the Pikmin community. There are some people who very much like hate this mod, because it's like, oh, it's a meme, so it's bad, of course. But
when a shitpost is high quality, it deserves to be honored.
Yeah, like, okay, I don't know the status on saying this, because it might be kind of like taboo to say it, but I feel like things like Pokemon Clover, if you've ever heard of that, which is obviously,
think I have.
Yeah, it's basically like a 4chan themed Pokemon mod. I played that one time, and it is the highest quality thing, like highest quality Pokemon ROM hack I've ever played. Like, obviously there's a lot of like distasteful stuff in it because it's 4chan based, but at the same time, it kind of made me realize that like you can have a game have shitposts in it without it being a shitpost. Like, it can actually be a fun thing to play. It can actually have new concepts that other games don't do. You can tweak the game. You can have quality of life changes, stuff like that. That's actually a big part of this hack's like mission, was to give the player quality of life, but also make the game harder, so they have to use that quality of life, like those quality of life changes, more often. So, for example, something like Pikmin walks faster or something. Captains also walk faster. Like, because the enemies are a little bit harder, you're always going to be using that. Like, I feel like a big missed opportunity in Pikmin 2 in general is just the fact that the Pikmin are so slow, so it doesn't really mesh well with the cave gameplay, with like actual combat gameplay that the game tries to force you to do.
Yeah, most of the time, there's sometimes eggs that'll have nectar in them, but most of the time, I feel like I'd be going into caves with a lot of leaves, and they'd just be lagging behind.
Yeah, exactly. Honestly, I think that Pikmin 3 Deluxe sort of fixed that issue, because they made the Pikmin walk faster.
Yeah.
I hope that change kinda stays in Pikmin 4, maybe not to the same extent, but I would like if Pikmin walked a little bit faster. Maybe make flower speed faster, so it's an even, like, balanced change. Like, oh, the leaves walk fast, but now the flowers walk extra fast, so you want them. And they carry extra fast, so you really want them. Because that's sort of what this mod did. I don't think you ever used Sonics that much in this mod.
I didn't because I didn't want to wait for things to grow, and I know I had the thing where I could pluck them to give them that. I also didn't want to do that either.
Yeah, well, honestly, you probably would have saved more time if you just plucked them by hand and made them carry stuff, because they carry things back as fast as their captain can walk, and it's, like, insanely busted if you know how to use it.
If I ever replay this, I will keep that in mind.
Yeah. Also, this mod has, like, built-in multiplayer now. We updated it with that recently.
Yeah, I mentioned that, I think, 1 or 2 streams ago. If I go back into the options. This does have 2-player. I don't know when I would play this with 2-player, but it is there.
Oh, yeah. I played it with one of the other devs a while back, Job, and it was extremely fun. We managed to beat the game in 12 hours, like 100% 12 hours, which is a little under your time. What I've noticed is that both halves of the game are extremely close in, like, the amount of time it takes the player to beat them.
I know I used a lot of save state, load state, but for the most part, yeah.
Yeah, because I noticed your time was almost exactly, like, 10 hours for each one.
I mean, Pikmin 2 in general takes me about 20 hours to complete, so it's about on average.
Yeah. And, well, like, I more so mean, like, the 2 different halves. Like, like, pay off debt, and then the other half, which is completing all the caves and getting all the treasures.
Yeah.
Like, whenever me and Job played, paying off the debt took 6 hours, and then took another 6 hours to get all the things.
I'm just curious. I'm going to my final episode of Pikmin 2 New Year, because I want to see how long it took me to beat that game, because I don't remember.
Yeah. This mod is actually, like, there's a lot of content packed into it. There's something that you didn't see. This is like a secret little Easter egg, like developer trade secret, but every single boss floor in this mod has a hidden corrupted buff orb on it in some way.
I think I found a couple of those.
Yeah. Well, my question is, did you see the ones that were actually modeled into the levels themselves?
I feel like I might have.
You probably saw at least one of them. For example, the one in Flood of Frogs, final floor of that with the orange Pikmin puzzle, if you look across the pit and underneath the level, there is a corrupted buff orb staring at you.
Lol.
Yeah. And another example is in Hyrule Castle, like in Hyrule Tunnels on the final floor, if you look up in that room, you can see a toad staring down at you from, like, the little, like, the top of the little podium place where the Master Sword usually is. And also in the final battle arena against the Lucy Dweevil, if you look straight up, then you can just see a giant toad staring down at you.
Like if I just use, like, free cam?
Yeah. It's only really viewable if you use free cam.
Yeah, I didn't look at that.
Yeah, actually, hold on for a second. Can you boot the game up, go into the True Arena, like, and just look under the level at the very bottom of the True Arena, like, level model?
I'd have to go through.
Gym.
I'd have to go back through and grab this key again.
Yeah.
I'm hoping to see it. Oh, I see something. I cannot tell what it is from there. I need to
zoom in a little bit further.
Yeah, I'm zooming. Frog. I see. You know, I watched a little bit of Breaking Bad for the first time last night. My friends were watching it, and I was just there.
Yeah.
He was here the whole time.
He's always been there. Okay, that's just something I thought would be funny to show. 'Cause there's, like, a lot of, like, hidden little secrets like that.
So I just want to do this real
which
quick.
is something most mods don't do. Like, most mods would not go through the effort of putting, like, a hidden little secret if you look underneath the level model.
I just want to run out of time real quick, just in case.
I don't think it does anything special. Did you ever lose, like, all your Pikmin anywhere? And see what happens whenever that happens?
I did not get Pikmin Extinction, no. Well, now I gotta go back.
You could just, like, throw your Pikmin off and can see that screen because it's funny.
Alright, well, hold on.
It's something that you'd probably agree with if you saw the texture. Also, I understand the annoyance of the Titan Weevil. I actually hate the Titan Weevil, but I found out while making this mod the actual intended way to fight that boss, and it's insane. It takes too long to explain through text, so I didn't want to tell you while you were fighting it, because I figured it'd be too long.
Bikmin moment.
Bikmin moment. Yeah, that's the secret awesome thing that you never got.
Don't save, I fucked up.
You never sucked. But anyways, the actual strategy to beating the Titan Weevil, which is something a lot of people don't know because they're so used to being handheld by the final boss of Pikmin 2, where it's like, oh, I'm safe if I just leave my Pikmin up here. The only thing I have to do is use yellows, and I win. I'm golden. Like, that boss fight is terrible from a boss perspective, because I think that Plasmawraith is an infinitely better Pikmin boss.
Yes.
And my goal with this boss was to make it more enticing as a boss, like more challenging as a boss, than having it just be like, oh, use yellow Pikmin, and it's just annoying to fight because you have like yellow Pikmin and no other Pikmin types. But I figured out the actual way to fight it is you need to get all of the weapons down to half their health. That's actually why it shows you they're smoking.
Yeah.
So you know that they're broken like that, and you know that they're like at half health. So you do that, and then whenever you attack them past that, it's a lot easier to take them out, like one at a time, and then you don't get stuck with it using the same attack over and over again when it's at the final thing. Okay, I just saw somebody ask why I made the Titan Weevil move faster. I made him move faster to discourage people taking out the onion on the back last, like the Shrek onion. Mostly because I didn't want people to, like... Okay, so it sounds counterintuitive, but I wanted people to sort of, like, use their brains. This mod has a lot of moments where you're supposed to kind of use your head and try to figure out what you're supposed to do. Oh, Pokeball, did you ever look at the updated Sans treasure model? Can you go and look at that?
I did not see the updated model.
Yeah,
I do want to say, with the throwing the oranges over the gap thing, like, it says, I put it in my video, I don't know if you went and watched my video, but, let me go here first. It says on the pause screen, and the hint is that the Koopa guys float. So when I was first playing it, I was like, oh cool, they're gonna work like blues, they're gonna go across the water, that would make sense, but they don't. So they went into the water, and I saw they were in the drowning animation. I'm like, oh, that's not going to work, let me try and think of something. And I was sitting there for like 20 minutes, and then having to ask the people in the dev, or the FAQ, whatever the help chat is in the Discord, to figure out the solution. So like, every Pikmin type floats, it's just that some of them drown.
Yeah, so I thought that it would be like, I thought that having that little hint, like, oh, they float infinitely, so I can just bring them across. Here, I actually made a little comic. You probably saw it whenever I did the Add Everyone ping. Maybe put this up on the screen and show the people. This is in the game now, purely because, like, that puzzle and the Sans puzzle were both nerfed. Sans, you can see he has, like, new text that you can read, and you can probably deem why that was put there.
Yes, this is the new image that shows up. Right here. Which I think it's funny because it's a parody of the, cover yourself in oil and you'll fly in the rain.
Yeah. I mean, it is troll physics. That was kind of the joke of the puzzle.
Yes.
Okay, actually, that puzzle wasn't going to exist, but then Job kept insisting that we needed to use their ability to float on water in some way, and we also needed to use the troll Pikmin to give an exclusive puzzle for trolls. And it was like, well, how about I just combine both of those things so you're not whining about it? No offense to Job, he's a great person, but I kind of thought that people would have issues with that if it were to be a thing, but I also don't want to outright remove it because I designed the puzzle with that in mind whenever I designed that floor. And I think that it's kind of a clever floor because you can't bring you can't use Progman for it because they don't get trolled. So you have to use the water resistance of the Koopman to get over there. It kind of just works out perfectly. Zooming in on Sans. Yeah. I can understand how some people think the yellow one is like a bullshit thing, but also I've had multiple people, not only on the dev team, but multiple people who played the mod. Whenever I was explaining like the actual solution, they were like, I figured it out like in 5 seconds because I looked at Sans and I deemed them as like yellow Pikmin with Sonic. So I feel like making that puzzle easier was just kind of to lower the barrier. It's like lowering the gates a little bit so more people will be able to understand it. But I also feel like doing that could trivialize it, but I tried not to trivialize it too much by having it be like a Sans, like he's saying a pun that's also a hint at the treasure,
yes.
So it makes sense.
Well,
it's very
full offense to me, I'm just sometimes a dumbass. So it didn't click with me whatsoever until after I had already completed it, and I was sitting on that cave floor for like an hour. Like 45 minutes to an hour. And what I was trying to do was lure the Steven Groink to specifically directly underneath the ship pod so that it would kill it, it would die, and then the sand statue would spawn directly underneath it. But every single time it kept getting pushed out of the way. So I was hoping it would be like close enough, but then they would just always walk the other direction.
Okay, so really funny thing about that. The reason why yellow Pikmin... I'm not sure if you ever threw like a yellow Pikmin without Sonic Bud on it. Did you?
I mean, probably.
Yeah, well, either way, if you do that and it doesn't have a Sonic Bud, the Pikmin will not carry it correctly, and that's why a lot of people assume that it's a glitch. They're like, oh, they're not carrying this treasure correctly.
Like, I don't know what's in the code to make it so that specifically a budded yellow Pikmin will carry this thing properly.
Okay, so it's actually really simple. And it's really funny how it works. So the reason it needs to be yellow is because internally, treasures have a minimum carry amount and a maximum carry amount. So what I ended up doing, I was like, okay, what if I made a treasure where it's like, oh, you can only carry this if you have a single yellow Pikmin on it. So its minimum carry number is 1. Oh wait, no, its minimum carry number is 5, meaning that it has a weight of 5, but the maximum carriers it can have is 1. Meaning that it weighs 5, so only yellows can pick it up. And it only has 1 slot, so you can't put like 5 other Pikmin on it. And the reason they carry it backwards, funnily enough, is because... So, how the game calculates the speed of Pikmin carrying something back is really strange. Basically... If the number is done like I did, this happens with like heavier treasure Pikmin 2, also like the Doomsday apparatus, for example. It has 100 carrier slots, so that means only 100 purple Pikmin can pick it up.
Mm-hmm.
But that's its maximum carrier slots. If it had a maximum of like 1,000 slots, then it would actually be easier for it to go back to the ship. So what actually happens in this mod, and the reason why Sonics are the only ones that can carry it properly, is because the speed of the Sonic Buds is enough to counteract the Pikmin who don't have Sonic Buds. Because if you throw a leaf or a troll Pikmin at it, they will actually carry it backwards because the speed value is a negative number.
Okay.
Which is really fucking weird. But that's just Pikmin 2. Also, if you want to know how we made the troll mechanic work, Pikmin 2 Vanilla actually has this mechanic that you barely notice, but if a Pikmin has a flower, it does a different animation whenever you throw it, and it sort of like floats down slower.
I think I've seen that.
It's very subtle. It's a very subtle thing. But that value is stored in the same text file as the Pikmin properties, so like it's their attack values and stuff like that. So what I did, I just set that to a negative number, and it worked.
And they just go upward.
Yeah. Which again, it's just like the funniest thing. Another thing that you might not have seen too often, but I made it more frequent in an update, or I made it like utilized more. Basically, you can set any number to a negative in the text, and it will just the exact way you expect it to. So for some enemies, like the scary cockatrice, I thought that people were taking them out too easily by using Moais. So in the most recent patch, I made Moai negative 100 damage to them, so throwing a Moai at them just heals them.
Wow.
Yeah, and and there's also a few enemies where if a Dickman gets eaten by them, they will heal. So, and I think 251 did that with White Pikmin with like the paint.
Yeah.
Oh, did you carry past him or something?
No, I killed him when he respawned.
Oh, okay.
So this should just not do any damage.
Yeah, it completely heals him if you throw Moais at him.
Great!
Well, I mean, it's kind of hard to do anyways on this map. Like, Moais can still do damage to it, that's the thing. Like, if you swarm it, it would be a lot easier than if you were to just throw Moais at it.
Ah.
But I like how I've sort of, like, counteracted people just using Moais to defeat that enemy. So I think that having to fight it with a non-broken Pikmin type is more interesting of a challenge. They're not used too much in the game. So I think making them a little hard to defeat is kind of the point. Yeah.
I'm just copying my save, and then I will go back. And I will just click end of day. Is the weird bee enemy used that normally spawns in the Hole of Heroes? The Ujidani?
Oh, Ujandi? Yeah, I think that Ujandi is not used in this mod, because we didn't want to change the model. The only time rocks in general are used, like the nectar grass, because fun fact about the nectar grass in Pikmin 2, it's actually a object that if you set the value to 1, then it turns into the rocks, I think, but if you set it to 0, then it turns into the grass. It's the same object. Also, if you want to read that, then I can,
I skipped past it. I mean, I just held it on screen, people can read that.
Yeah.
Then, you catch him, whatever.
Yeah.
I got an ominous DM earlier on Piscord from an account named Not Gamar. They asked if I could send them nudes. What a freakazoid.
Yeah. I thought that, having... Okay, so if you want to know the reason why Gamar is not, like, captured at the end of this, it's because I kinda want to make another Bikmin game. But not right now, of course.
I do have a question that I don't know how modding for Pikmin 3 goes, but would you consider somehow trying to do one for Pikmin 3?
We have tried, and it's possible, and I kind of wanted to make the next mod Pikmin 3.
Wait, so... Zero Suit Fox has a dick? What the hell? Why did no one tell me this? No, this isn't very even at all.
Yeah, Gamar... here's some Gamar backstory. The reason he's so, annoying as a character, and he says Eben and shit a lot, and that, he's based off of this dude that I used to know in 2017, who is just the most annoying motherfucker on the planet, and he always would...
Bobo and I finally got all the NFTs wrapped up and sent them home to their home dimensions. This mission was a total success. Now I can finally get some rest. Oh, did you leave? What happened? Let me just stop talking. I don't know what happened. Technical difficulties. I thought they were pausing so that I could read, but no, they're just not here. Is it right now? With all that done, Jimmy is sending me back to my dimension. Thanks a ton for your continued help. May our paths hopefully never cross again. I will do it a couple more times. We're waiting, Scoob. Like it or not, you'll have to come home at some point, and then I'll have to reclaim the Rosa. Make it snappy, Scoob. Gee, it sure is boring around here. I wonder what Gamar is up to.
Wait a second, is my internet back? Hello?
Yeah, you're back. You just, like, cut out and I didn't know what happened.
My internet just died for, like, a minute.
Oh, it'd be like that.
Yeah. Oh boy, it's been stormy on the East Coast the past few days. Hasn't it?
Yeah, about the, my internet issues the other day, it wasn't related to this, but, last weekend when the Splatfest was, like, around the time Tricolor was starting, we had a tornado warning, and the wind was, like, huge, and there was, like, I think there was hail, because I was hearing something hitting the house, but, like, I don't remember the exact details that my mom told me, but, like, within in her lifetime or sometime, there was, like, 7 tornado warnings or whatever throughout her life, and then in, like, one day, we had, like, another 7. So, like, the storm was huge, like, last week. Scoob, the time is now. We must return to Planet Gayfruit. I'm needed, to assist in treasure collection. It has not been fun. I want to go, please.
Yeah, this is all just hinting at Bikmin 3, which may or may not happen. I was trying to say before my internet decided to die that Bikmin 3 was actually...
Oh, I think I hit the limit. It repeated the same message.
Yeah, it repeats after this. But what I was gonna say is Bikmin 3 actually was started as a mod before this mod was, but just randomly on a whim after watching you play through Tui, whenever we kind of like ghost dropped or like shadow dropped, we shadow dropped Tui because it wasn't ever completed. Like it was kind of just like left there, but I also don't hate Bikmin. Either way though. So yeah, also the thing, you were talking earlier about like other Pikmin mods that are going to exist. I think that probably the most promising Pikmin mod at the moment is Pikmin S.
That too.
Yeah, I think Pikmin S is looking really great. I'm really excited for that mod whenever it comes out. Zach is a great person too, by the way. Zach is probably one of my like best friends in the Pikmin hacking community.
Nice.
So yeah, no, support Pikmin S, that's what I'll say as the dev of Bikmin. Other Pikmin mods too, like Puffman,
also,
Pikmin
in case
Fortune.
you are curious about Pikmin S, let me go to the NFT screen again. That is this character, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah,
this is everything, the protagonist and the Pikmin types from that mod.
Yeah, I actually, with Zach's help, I actually designed... Well, no, I helped Zach, is what I meant to say. I actually am the person who chose that Davy should have, like, the eyes, like, slanted so they're straight up, sort of like Britney's.
Yeah.
And also I helped design the redesigned Ice Pikmin with the little block on their head. Yeah, Zach the Pillow is the person making Pikmin S, for the moist person in chat who just asked.
Yes.
But yeah, no, I had some slight, like, helping hands in Pikmin S. But obviously I'm not just promoting it because of that, I also just think that it's, like, generally really cool, and Zach is a cool person.
Nice.
So, yeah.
About 20 minutes ago, as we were talking, I got a comment on episode 17 that went out earlier today, and someone asked, why do they make so many Pikmin hacks?
I can answer that, because people like making Pikmin mods. Yeah.
It's because Pikmin is fun, and there's not enough games in the series, so we just have to make our own.
Yeah, Pikmin is fun.
And by we, I mean
like
them.
Making it. Yeah. I think that I'm going to leave, but I'm going to do a closing statement first. It's almost like 9 p.m. and I feel
Yeah,
like
it's almost 9 o'clock. I don't know how long this conversation's been going on for, but I'll figure something out with the editing. I also need to go have dinner. So yeah, closing thoughts.
Yeah, here's my closing thoughts as the person, or as a person who has developed some Pikmin mods and helped develop. I think that generally the Pikmin hacking community is a very toxic environment. There's a lot of people in it who love comparing mods to other mods. I don't think that should ever be done. Like, I genuinely think it's, like, bad to do that because, you know, like, it's not like an official product, and also it's kind of weird. Like, for example, if somebody tries to talk about Pikmin 251 and compare Bikmin to that, or say, like, oh, Bikmin's better than this, or 251 did this better, like, I'd prefer if people never did that, because it's unwanted, like, competition. Like, there's no reason to compete in a hacking competition.
Yeah.
Furthermore, I feel like some people definitely take the idea of them being a Pikmin hacker way too seriously. I feel like some people, for example, one person, not to name names, has apparently, according to somebody else, they have gone on record saying they treat the hacking Pikmin mods like a business, which I think is kind of a weird way to look at it, because everybody's just trying to make something that they enjoy at the end of the day. It's just trying to make stuff for fun.
Yeah.
But I think that trying to take the fun out of it by trying to compare your mod to other people's and like shit on other people's creations for unnecessary reason. Like, for example, I understand why people don't like the original Bikmin. I understand why people don't like Bikmin 2e, because like it also seems not good. But like this mod, a lot of people worked on this, a lot of effort was put into it, and to just kind of like dislike it for no reason other than like, oh, it's Bikmin, or like, oh, one person who worked on this I don't like, so I'm not going to like it, and I'm going to hate spam it every time I see it. I think that kind of stuff is very, just like, kind of petty.
Yeah.
Is what it feels like, because there's been like not many people, of course. Like, it's very few cases of people doing this. Most people are actually pretty respectful. I've actually gotten tons of positive reception on this mod, like from you, for example, like for like other modders who have played the game. And the mod is always updating too and fixing people's issues. Like, for example, like we do listen to player input, like fixing the sands puzzle, like improving it, or like improving the other puzzle.
Yeah.
Stuff that people would have issue with. There's some things, of course, that like could be fixed, but I kind of just leave them that way because there's a reason I did them. Like, oh, why are there so many keys? Well, it's because there's only 96 treasures. There's not enough treasures to dedicate so many treasures to each cave and force you to play the cave floors. So the key system was sort of put in place to help with that. And, oh, I saw somebody say, like, why don't you just reuse Pikmin 2 treasures? And I think that's... I don't know. I feel like if we just reused all the base Pikmin 2 treasures, people have played Pikmin 2 so much and gotten those treasures so many times.
Yeah, then it would just be Pikmin 2 again.
Yeah, it would just be more like Pikmin 2 content. This mod, there is barely any time in this mod where you can look at this game and see like all vanilla content. Like I don't think there's ever a single place. Oh, that's a really cool like custom matchbox.
I was gifted this by. Let me go to my messages. Person's name at the Sneaky Spy on Twitter.
Oh yeah, Sneaky Spy. I've heard of them. They're really cool.
They were doing a giveaway of these, and I didn't win the giveaway, but they said they had another one, and they just gave it to me anyway.
Oh wow, yeah, that's really cool.
And also, there was a note that came inside this. If you have not seen
What's it say?
the note, it says "Thank you for being a Pikmin fan" on one side, but then they drew. It's hard to see a little bit, but they drew me holding a Pikmin, and it's cute.
Oh, that is cute. Yeah, that ain't that hard to see. But yeah. Either way, like, closing statements, just for anybody in the community who happens to hear this, keep making your mods, keep making good mods. Just don't try to treat it with too much, like, resentment towards other people. Let other people make what they want to make. It doesn't really affect you in the long run. If somebody makes something for fun, that doesn't, like, affect you.
Yeah. Like, we're all in this together. We're supposed to be a big, happy Pikmin community because we love this game so much.
Yeah.
And we just want to keep making things that make us love this game.
In the modding community, we're always learning new stuff, we're always making new discoveries, and stuff like that is just kind of...
You muted.
Okay, cut short. I'll again, I really do have to leave in a second. Okay, so what was I saying? Sorry.
Make your hacks, make them good, make them fun, have a good time.
Yeah, make them funny, make a mod. You can make a mod that is silly, you can make a joke mod. Just whatever you do, don't try to forcibly compare your mod to somebody else's. Don't think this person's mod is better than mine. Like, if your mod is like, oh, it's like a kind of simple like reskin of Pikmin 2, like that doesn't make your mod any worse than if it were an actual like full fleshed out mod with new stuff. Like mods like I haven't actually played Power Cut, but I
forgot about Power Cut. I don't know much about that too. I do want to play that at some point. I try to space out my Pikmin things so that I'm not doing everything all at once. So I would like to play Power Cut later in the year if I have time.
Yeah, but like mods like New Year and like I guess Power Cut isn't a great example, but like just mods that are like kind of similar to the base game. If you are playing in the overworlds and stuff, like caves are obviously different. But I don't think that a mod needs to have all of this stuff to be enjoyed by people, and I don't think that people should compare them.
Very good.
I'm kind of just broken record at this point, but
yeah, I do the same thing. I like to talk, and then I just keep talking, and then I say the same things again. But I think we should call it now.
Yeah, and also, a while back I kind of left the Pikmin hacking community, and I think I'm probably going to do that at least until after Pikmin 4 is out. Because I've had my fair share of time with making mods. It's been 5 years. People don't like to admit it, but Bikmin is one of the oldest mods. Making a sequel to it is kind of like... It's funny how this game got 3 sequels, or like it got 3 games in the amount of time it took Pikmin 3 to get a sequel. But,
oh wait, this is my favorite opening cutscene, wait.
Oh, is it the burrito dog?
This is Bubba. This is a bean burrito from Taco Bell. Let's see if Bubba wants a bean burrito. Gonna get
That's
it?
a good one to end it on.
Gone.
Good boy, Bubba.
Good boy, Bubba. I like that it starts with the Pikmin 2 music and just goes to that.
Yeah, Job made that one. Job was really happy with how it turned out. I think that's a good reason.
Alright, so we don't keep talking for the next 30 minutes. I'm gonna hang up.
Okay, goodbye.
Have a good one.
See you. Thank you for enjoying the mod.
Thank you for making it and everyone else involved.
Subscribe to Pokeball35 and subscribe to Umiblo on YouTube and follow them on Twitter and follow Pokeball35 on Twitter. Okay, goodbye.
Goodbye. Thank you all so much for watching Bikmin 269. I think we've said all we need to say. So, this is all streamed live at twitch.tv/Pokeball35. Link in the description down below. If you're not already subscribed to the YouTube channel, please do so, because I do have a lot to offer. I don't know when the next Pikmin thing I will do.
Previously.
There's no previously anymore. I don't know when the next Pikmin thing I'll do on the channel is, aside from Pikmin 4. So Pikmin 4 in 3 months might be the next Pikmin thing that I'll do. And for people keeping up with up-to-date things on the channel, Metroid Prime Blind is starting next. At this moment, I haven't played it yet. By the time this episode goes out, I might have already played it, but I'm gonna wait for these episodes to go out. I think there's gonna be like 3 more episodes of Bikmin to upload for like a nice ending of 20 episodes. Should hopefully be the case. And then I will wait a few days until the following week to start uploading Metroid Prime Blind. And then after Metroid Prime is The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom, and I do want to play some other games alongside Tears of the Kingdom, because Tears of the Kingdom is an extremely long game.
Are you seriously watching porn by yourself?
No! I'm with the science team!
Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you in whatever comes next.